Today we're looking at the top 5 verses for faith because faith is the basis of our whole relationship with God. Since we can't see Him or talk to Him face to face, we have to have faith in what we believe. So, our first verse is in 2 Chronicles 32, 7 to 8. Be strong and courageous. Don't be afraid or discouraged because of the king of Assyria or his mighty army, for there is a power far greater on our side. He may have a great army, but they are merely men. We have the Lord our God to help us and to fight our battles for us. Hezekiah's words greatly encouraged the people. Now, just because someone around us or something we're facing face to face is physically immense or challenging or may even look insurmountable, we have God on our side who is infinitely capable of doing more than we could ever imagine. Let's put our faith in the fact that God can do more than what anyone else on this planet can do, for they're merely human. Our second verse, Hebrews 11, 1 through 2. Faith shows the reality of what we hope for. It is the evidence of things we cannot see. Through their faith, the people in days of old earned a good reputation. We're always going to face situations where we don't understand or don't know something. But the way that we act and how we interpret our faith at that time really makes a big difference in our legacy and our futures. So, no matter what you're facing right now, remember, once I'm older, I'll look back and see how this really built my life. Number 3, Isaiah 49, 4. I replied, my work seems so useless. I've spent my strength for nothing and to no purpose. Yet I leave it all in the Lord's hands. I will trust God for my reward. We don't understand why our world works the way it does, and we don't understand the fact that what I'm doing seems useless. But God has a purpose for what situation you're in and what He's called you to do. Just because you don't understand how something works doesn't mean God isn't doing something great through your life. So, instead of finding reasons why it's not good, just like Isaiah, leave it to God's hands because He called you for something for a specific reason and put you in a situation for some greater cause. Verse number 4, Matthew 17:20. You don't have enough faith, Jesus told them. I tell you the truth. If you had faith even as small as a mustard seed, you could say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it would move. Nothing would be impossible. When we see the challenges ahead of us, a lot of times our minds get clouded with disappointment and doubt. It can seem impossible to us to really accomplish something that looks impossible, right? But for God, nothing's impossible. He can do something that we never even thought about. And God really wants to be with us every step of the way to make a miracle out of our life. So, instead of focusing solely on the impossibility of the situation, why don't we pray into God and trust and just ask Him to do something that will expand our faith and grow our faith in Him. And finally, verse number 5, Psalm 44, 6 through 8. I do not trust in my bow. I do not count on my sword to save me. You are the one who gives us victory over our enemies. You disgrace those who hate us. O God, we give glory to you all day long and constantly praise your name. When it comes to faith, God can really do something amazing in our life. It doesn't matter how skilled you are. It doesn't matter how earnest or how hardworking you are. Those things are important. We should be hardworking and earnest. But in the end, it is God who provides the victory in our lives. So, as we're faithful in our life, let's continue to focus on God's goodness and thank Him for whatever circumstance we're in, because in the end, let's leave it in God's hands.